Hey guys, Jeff Tack. Got another quick video for you. This is on breathing a little modern technology into an older rifle. This rifle here that you have in front of you is the Marlin 30AS. This was the very first gun I ever purchased as an 18-year-old, almost, well, 30 years ago. So I had this old 1-4, Vortex Crossfire II 1-4 laying around, and I'm not really pleased with the Simmons 3x9 by 32 scope that it's been on it for the last 30 some years. So I thought, I've got this old scope laying around, let me go ahead and put a little bit newer glass on it. So that's what this video is going to be about, guys. Stay tuned. This is for the Marlin 30AS, but it's got a similar screw pattern as the, I think it's the 336 now from Marlin. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take off this base and I'll be back in a minute. All right guys, so I finally got the, I got that base off, and it took a little more effort than I expected. I guess 38 years, or 30 years rather, of it being on there, it didn't want to give up the ghost. So I got it off, had to use a little elbow grease, you had to use the heat gun, but it's off now. So this is what it looks like underneath. Good old-fashioned flat top with screws for the new receiver, or the new mount for the receiver rather, and just a verification that the holes line up, and they do. So let me zoom in here for you. So you can see that the mounting holes do line up perfectly. Now, I don't know what they had on on the screws before, if it was Loctite or whatever. Nothing came out of it when I pulled it out, so I don't know if it was Loctited in there when they set it the first time, but that's a possibility. So this is what I'll be using. I'll be using a little bit of blue Loctite to set the new base screws. So once I get it on, it won't back out inadvertently. So I'm going to do a quick test fit and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, I'm back. So just to cover a few quick things as well, I did make sure that the holes were clear of any debris. I did wipe down all the oils and everything off the top of the receiver, so those are not going to be of an issue. And I've tested the threads. I've placed the receiver on there, or I'm sorry, the mount. The base. I tested the base on there and check the threading. It is a different head type. They supplied an Allen, whereas the original was they were the flathead screws. So technology from 30 years ago, a little different than the technology now. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and back these back out and Loctite them up and tighten it back down, and I'll be back with you shortly. Place a little bit of Loctite down into the holes. Place a little bit of Loctite onto the threads. And now I am cranking it down. Okay, So I got all the bolts in. One thing I did notice on the supplied Allen wrench with the Allen key bolts is that the Allen wrench seems to be just slightly out of spec because it was slipping whenever I applied a lot of pressure. So don't know if it's the Allen wrench. You know, these are cheap kits NC Star supplying to America, but you may want to try your own wrenches to verify the head diameter or head interior size of the Allen screw, or just supply your own screws if you're going to go with this, if that's a concern to you, because you're putting a $10 base on your $1,000 precision rifle. That's not what this is. This is a brush gun. This is a 30-30. It is not a precision rifle. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. This is an inexpensive mount, and the tolerances of this Allen wrench with those heads is a little bit out, but if it matters to you, you can pick up a better base. So anyway, just pointing that out. So I'm ready to throw the optic on now, and we'll see how it looks. All right, so everything's on there. One thing I didn't account for with these rings that were supplied with it is the height of the optic. So I'm gonna have to get something to cover the stock in order to raise the cheek well, but I also have to get lower rings in order to bring the scope down. I'll have to look at what options are available out there. But that's it for now, guys. It's all installed. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like this video, give it a thumbs down. If you have any recommendations, you know, I'm always open to reading them. Throw them in the comments section. I'd be happy to respond. And you know, if you haven't yet subscribed, subscriptions are really what helps keep me going in this this YouTube adventure. So that would always be appreciated. That's it, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.